I'm very happy to be here on stage and lead a fascinating session that drills down deeply into some of the technologies that affect our daily life. What we eat, what we breathe, how does it affect our brain, and at the end, how do we consume innovation? How do we bridge the gap and create that magical connection and collaboration between multinational companies and startup companies with disruptive technologies? And we'll start with a favorite topic, which I think is a common denominator globally for humanity, and this is sugar. This is sugar, and I'm delighted to invite on stage Eran Baniel, the brilliant CEO and founder of Dumatok, and Dr. Marcelo Katz to join me on stage. Marcelo Katz from the Albert Einstein Hospitals here in São Paulo. Thank you for being with us.
Morning. Boker Tov. It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you for the invitation. I'm Marcelo Katz. I'm a cardiologist and researcher in the field of behavioral science. My slides are in English, but I speak in Portuguese. We're in Brazil. And this is an introduction for Iran. So my slide, thank you. Ok. Bom dia a todos. Eu vou falar sobre o consumo de açúcar, o consumo excessivo de açúcar como uma manifestação de comportamento humano, um hábito, e como isso pode ser implicado a questões relacionadas à saúde, alguns dados epidemiológicos e alguns dados atuais de consumo de açúcar. Próximo slide, eu posso mudar por aqui. Ok. Então, a questão de consumo excessivo de açúcar é um problema mundial, é um problema muito importante e tem repercussões em saúde com aumento de incidência de doenças como, por exemplo, diabetes e também sobrepeso e obesidade. A prevalência de sobrepeso e obesidade vinha aumentando ao longo dos últimos anos. Vocês podem observar à direita do slide que a tendência é uma tendência de crescimento. A prevalência de sobrepeso em torno de 40% a 50% da população mundial. E a prevalência de obesidade em torno de 20%. Então, nós estamos falando de 2/3 da população global em sobrepeso ou obesidade. E as consequências, com maior incidência de hipertensão, próprio diabetes e outras doenças relacionadas ao sistema cardiovascular. O aumento na prevalência tanto do sobrepeso como obesidade acontece independente da faixa etária. Então, além de ter uma tendência crescente, acomete todas as pessoas, independente da idade em que elas estejam. A ciência comportamental procura explicar o fenômeno de hábitos alimentares inadequados, por exemplo, o excesso de ingestão de açúcar, de gordura, por exemplo, a falta de exercício físico, o sedentarismo, e tem sido proposto que o emprego de teoria comportamental na prática clínica possa melhorar o engajamento dos pacientes. No caso, nós estamos falando de consumo de açúcar, eventualmente orientando esses pacientes quanto à necessidade de redução. Mas o fato é que existe ainda um gap entre o que é recomendado em termos de ingestão de açúcar e o que é realizado no mundo real. A Organização Mundial de Saúde preconiza que no máximo 10% da ingesta energética diária de uma pessoa, por exemplo, de 70 quilos, que deveria consumir 2.000 quilocalorias, 10% disso, 200 calorias, então 50 gramas de açúcar seria o máximo de ingestão diária. Embora as pessoas venham reduzindo a quantidade de açúcar ao longo do tempo, e esses são dados americanos, a gente observa que ainda está muito aquém do que poderia ser. Nessa publicação, por exemplo, a questão de alguns anos atrás, 77 gramas de açúcar diário. Então, há uma oportunidade para a redução de açúcar. A gente vai poder discutir nesse painel soluções que abordem essa questão, considerando as particularidades do ser humano, do comportamento do ser humano, que gosta de comer doce. E I hope, Aaron, you explore this overconsumption, giving us solutions to approach this scenario. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Katz. Right. Do in French is sweet. Matok in Hebrew is sweet. Do in Hebrew is also double. So sweet, sweet, or double sweet, that is do matok. We've developed a platform of technologies that makes flavor delivery more efficient. So little flavor tastes like much. Little sugar like a lot of sugar. Dr. Katz, I would like to start by saying that what people say now, that sugar is the new tobacco, is rubbish. Sugar is the basis of nature. Nature thrives on sugar chains. Nothing grows on tobacco except cancer. So, we believe that sugar is actually happiness. You take sugar from people, you'll need to give them antidepressants. And that's not me saying, it's Warren Buffett. So we at Dumatalk were the first to develop a sugar-based sugar reduction solution. We call our sugar OurCrowd sugar. We don't want to preach people about health. We want to give the consumers what they love, the indulgences they need and look for. But whilst we do it, we drive better and healthier nutrition. So how do we do this? Do you know that when you take a bite into a cake, more than 80% of the sugar never reaches your receptors? It goes exactly where you don't want it. Here. Only 20% or less will reach the receptors. What we do is we take mineral, fiber, protein with a huge surface area. We load it with sugar molecules. When those clusters of sweetness go into the cake, arrive at your receptor, they are held at your receptor by what is called mucoadhesive phenomenon. They stay at the receptor a little longer, releasing sugar molecules into the receptors, giving you a perception of increased sweetness, lasting longer and very satisfying. So we give consumers what they want. 100% sweet, 40, 50% less sugar, same delight, but with fibers or proteins added to it. And what do you know? They prefer it. Here you have two consumer studies, one done by the European Union, the other done by a company you all know. And one is for mothers that tasted butter cookies. The other is for hazelnut spread. And if you look, the sweetness was easy to match. What we didn't expect is that consumers preferred the Dumatalk reduced version in blind tastings. They tasted A and B and chose what turned out to be Dumatalk, more than double in the biscuits. So, knowing that, we are scaling up now in Europe with Suzuka, the largest sugar company, in North America, where the first partner is Lantic, out of Canada. And I've come here because this is the land of sugar, and we hope to scale up here and do good for Brazil as well. Thank you. Obrigado.
We have time for one quick question. I have one question. Very quickly, the debate between less sugar versus no sugar. Could you comment on this? Why does your solution approach the less sugar?
It is the most sensitive population to sugar, and where you can hurt really is children. I'm yet to meet a child that will say, "Mommy, I want with sucralose, not sugar. Mommy, I want stevia, not sugar." Children don't go for this. They want the taste they love. So you can't abolish sugars. It's really going to turn us into a depressive humanity. So we need to find a way to control the overconsumption. We do it inside the product. As long as the product is at least as good as the original, no problem. You've reduced the sugar, added fiber, added protein, rich in protein, rich in fiber, half the sugar, you're a happy man.
Thank you, and Marcelo. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.